Months after it was canceled, Jonathan Entwistle talks for the first time about his version of Power Rangers that was never released. Let's talk about it, break it down, hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morph, I made a fake.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fan Club. We are happy to have you. So normally I do not make videos this late. It is 11:30 Central and everybody is sleeping in my house. I have to kind of keep it quiet, but I am a loud mouth, so most likely I'm going to wake my wife or my kids up, but there's no way I was going to sleep tonight without making some type of video. So first of all, I have to shout out the homie Daniel over at Legacy of Nerd. He put out this just a few minutes ago, and it kind of blew my mind because I was wondering when Jonathan Entwistle was actually going to talk, but not too long ago, Jonathan Entwistle finally talked about his canceled universe and what it was supposed to look like. So let's kind of break this down. He states, from as early as 2018, I had created an entire new universe for Power Rangers. Kind of like a multiverse. It was fashionable back then, haha. I wasn't doing MMPR specifically, but Tommy Oliver was the center of the world. All mythology was surrounding him being one of the most important people in the universe because we all know what he would become. So it was basically a time-bending huge story about stopping Drakkon from taking power over everything. The TV series had a kind of really cool King Arthur vibe that was the angle more mystical, magical to start us off. Jenny Klein, who was writing that show, also came up with a very, very cool idea for sentient colors, but at last it never went anywhere, which sucks. I would have loved to have made that universe a reality. Okay, so the first thing that pops up is he really wanted to infuse Tommy Oliver into his project, and that checks out because I do remember when Jason David Frank passed away, he said something about we're going to keep Tommy alive or something like that. He also did mention many times that there could be like similar characters or familiar faces but new storylines, and we never really got much of a story from him until now. We also heard things about maybe it was like samurai. So the King Arthur idea does check out. Shout out Dan over at Legacy of Nerd. We were just literally talking about this. There is a lot to unpack here. It always like breaks my heart that we didn't even find out any of this until the show was canceled. So this was the concept and the idea that they came up with, part like mystical building of Power Rangers, but then part like a world of Drakkon. So I really wonder what they were trying to get into. So they were trying to make Drakkon, which is like from the comics, but they weren't trying to use JDF, but also they weren't trying to use like the old Mighty Morphin characters, which I mean, in the comics, that's what like Drakkon is based off of. There was a lot of things going on just in that one story that I mean, and I'm not trying to be a hater. I think some of it could have really worked, but some of it does sound a little bit all over the place. And if things got canceled, sometimes the project could be really good. Sometimes they cancel projects because we're putting money into something and it doesn't look like it's going to make money. If it looks like it's going to make a bunch of money, they're not going to cancel it. And every once in a while that they cancel stuff that actually looks and sounds promising. Things that sucked about this was they never really got anything off the ground. They didn't even film anything. Like, this isn't like that Batgirl movie or like the Wile E. Coyote movie where they filmed it. They actually filmed these movies and were gonna put them out, but they never did. This is a little weird. This was like, they talked about it for 4 or 5 years, but in that time, nothing actually got filmed, and it is a shame that finally we're hearing about what these ideas were. I mean, this might have been like the 3rd or 4th script. I've heard of all different things. I've heard that like part of it was Hasbro's fault. I've heard rumors about it was Jonathan Entwistle's fault, and there wasn't really anything to begin with. He almost parlayed this into like his Karate Kid job. I don't know what to believe, because we're just finding out things way after the fact, and this is just like a one side. You know, Hasbro's never gonna come out and say anything, so I don't know what to believe at this point. All I know is that we're supposedly moving on to this Disney project, but there hasn't been an official release or agreement on that either. It is a really mysterious time to be a Power Ranger fan, and I do love this brand. Don't get me wrong, guys. I bleed Morphing Grid energy, man. I absolutely love this brand, and I want to continue to see it grow. I just wish there was more information and everything just wasn't so hush-hush. Maybe if we had some idea of what they were doing from the beginning, fans could get behind it, or if they didn't like it, they could hear some feedback and tweak some things, because they were so silent about it. We never really got any information, and then it just died, right? So it's a crazy time to be a fan. I want to hear what in the hell you guys think on this, because there is a lot to unpack here. I think we'll probably do a follow-up video where we read some comments and listen to the fans, but what are your thoughts on this topic? Did you like this whole King Arthur Drakkon universe? Do you think it sounded lame? Would you have gone and saw this? Would you stream this TV series? Let me know in the comments. I got to shout out all of the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs and the reason why we can continue to make stuff like this. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members Salima Ramirez, Stephen Heffelman, Anime King Nick, Louis Cairns, Thomas Franco, and Roderick Ham. Thank you guys so much for your support. And if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that share button, and if you can, please sign up to be a member today. We have 3 membership power-ups. We have the Gold Ranger power-up, the most popular. You get into our exclusive fan club chat group. We have fan-exclusive videos that we are adding monthly now. And you get a video shout out. Yes, folks, at the end of our videos, I will shout out your name. We also have the Quantum Ranger power up where you get monthly meetings online with me. Yes, folks, we will talk once a month on Zoom, and you can give me your ideas for future episodes. And then we have a professional package, the Dr. K power up. That is for businesses that want to tap into the platform. If you guys can, please sign up to be a member today. It is highly appreciated, and it helps us keep these videos going. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.